Look, still 11:11 at the time of this recording. I've been meaning to make some videos for so long, with uploads, content, whatever you want to call it. All the same. Just been making excuses, letting things get in the way. Other things I'm doing, just not feeling like it, but feeling like it. Just some weird stuff. But this, just looking at this today, I got this in 2016. I hope y'all can see what it say. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't, it say you will never need to worry about a steady income. And lately, as much as I know, as much as I've been through, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can relate, we've been through worrying about money, worrying about this, worrying about that, just letting our mind take us any and everywhere, like we not behind this driver's seat staring the wheel. Perfect example. Our mind is this car, and who we really are the driver. We supposed to be controlling the thoughts. You feel me? We got to work with them. You can't stop no thoughts from coming to your head, but you don't got to entertain them. But lately, I've been catching myself entertaining all type of bills. I'm talking about, and it's just like the more I've been going through an identity shift, like getting over old mental blocks and doubts, just all type of struggles within my mind. It seemed like I'm like they show them grass where it's two circles, and in the middle where they kind of intersect, it's a gray area. I'm like right up in there, like my old ways of thinking is clashing with my new ways, and it's beautiful because it's like a test, and it's reinforcing and reinstilling these truths within me. And that's why, like, when I be on YouTube, I be listening to a lot of other people dealing with like the self-help, mental awareness, consciousness, mind expansion, whatever you want to call this whatever. We ain't got to put a title on it, with the awareness. But yeah, lately I've been just, and it's just funny that I got that 5 years ago, and it's more relevant in this time in my life right now than it was when I actually got it. When I got it, I always been aware to an extent, but back then, like, I definitely wasn't thinking like I am now. Like, I was just totally instinctual, three-dimensional, a slave to my thoughts, passions, feelings, all of that. Just like, and I kind of got a glimpse of it, but just like right now, it's just like, and what I'm going through, it's just been all type of stuff. Like, I stayed up the other night till like 5 in the morning running some ads, getting that all together, and then scheduling for 6. Had to get up at 7 to go get these braces, get new wire for that and all that. Ain't get no sleep for real. 6:45, they didn't shut my account down. But instead of letting that get to me and dictate my mood for that day and how I feel, you know what I did? I didn't even do my usual work that I had planned. I didn't do nothing. I said, you know what? I went to Walmart and got me a Oreo ice cream cookie cake, whatever you want to call it. A strawberry, I don't even eat ice cream, but I love it. But it kind of don't sit right in my body. But I'm wondering if that could all be a mental thing, like that I don't have to identify with no more, and just, it won't, like, if I ain't thinking like that, it get that deep. But anyway, I just took the whole day, instead of worrying about that, and it's still disabled right now, but instead of worrying about that, I just went on ahead and enjoyed myself, watched YouTube, ate ice cream, indulged in stuff I don't normally indulge in, had a good time, and slept. Went to bed probably about like 5 in the evening, like and that's what it is. Like, man, we can't let circumstances or none of that control and make us react. And we don't need to be reacting from a place of fear, lack, none of that, man. We just need to chill, just like be still and know. Just be still, man. Sometimes, like, when you doing all you could do, and some things just beyond us, man. That's what they call it, outer intentions. Some things, man, you just got to set your intentions, have faith in that, play your part, and then when that's, just let outer intention do the rest. Let things come to you. We got to try and quit. We got to quit forcing things, trying to always have a hand in something, man. We got to have our hand on the steering to a degree, but at some point, we done did all we could do. And a lot of things I've been noticing too, like things, opportunities going wrong, not going as planned, blocks, stuff just not going right. It ain't them. It ain't the person telling us no. It ain't the thing not working. It ain't the ad account getting. That it usually be something within you. Your internal state is off. We need to go within, meditate. We need to find out. We need to really tap into our to the source, into ourselves, and figure out what's going on. Because I had to come to grips with, I was afraid of money. Didn't realize it. Like, who would be afraid of money? But when I really questioned, afraid of money, afraid of success, afraid to be making these videos, afraid to speak publicly. But the version of the being I want to become of myself, the better version of me, he's gonna have to do all that. He's gonna have to make videos. He's gonna have to mingle. Ain't no antisocial. Ain't no I grew up shy. I gotta get it. That's, like I say, shift from that identity to a new one, man. It's like we only get these things the meaning that we want them to have. We don't have to keep identifying with being shy. We don't have to keep making things more than what they are. We don't have to keep making the ad account getting disabled big deal. Even if that's where it's always a way. If that one came, man, go open up another one with somebody else. It's just all like, we don't need to make it no more than what it is. We need to quit giving things too much importance. We need to quit belittling things. Everything it's always an even playing field. It may not seem like it when we're looking at it from a three-dimensional perspective. We got to elevate our thinking. Now, I ain't saying become a robot or nothing, but I am saying our feelings is here for a reason, but we're not supposed to be being control bound. We're not supposed to let them make us do things we like. People sitting in the grave, people laying in the grave right now, people in prison right now, all from their feelings, letting them control and dictate and subscribing to the role that was handed them. Like, for instance, me myself, I've been in prison majority of my adult life. Identify with the street role. Assume that identity. I'm the street dude. I still do all that type of stuff. Now I got a role to play. I got a script to play out. When something happens, I got to go do this. I got to do this. Even if that ain't in my heart, because that's the script. That's what I'm identifying with. So I don't identify with that no more. I don't identify with none of that. I'm gonna be myself. I'm tired of caring people think to a degree. I still do. We've been deeply conditioned and programmed like that, but I feel like I'm gonna get over that one day. I really don't. It's so freeing not to care what nobody think, not to be in touch with your feelings. Like all this stuff, man ain't supposed to cry. Hey, why do we cry? Why do we feel? Like ain't nobody. We need to quit. We need to quit believing all these systems that became before us. All this thinking as a collective. You need to develop. You need to go. If I say, you need to go in, tap and get in touch with you. Like it's when I say you, that's on many different levels. You as this avatar you identify with, you as the source that's in all of us that really doesn't assume an identity. It's just awareness. It's just so many ways. But get in touch with you, your feelings, and live out your dreams, man. We need to quit being fearful. If you got the urge to do something, whether it's making a video like this, whether it's quitting your job, whether it's just picking up and moving because the environment you in just not resonating with you, it ain't sitting right. Don't worry about how. We can't see that be the mind. It want to know everything. It want to control everything out of really trying to protect us, out of really like survival, like nothing wrong, but it's usually play out to our detriment because it's negative to keep us so-called safe. It doubt and question. I mean, question instead of, but it throw doubt at you all the time. It'll keep you at that job you hate, in that relationship that ain't good for you, in that environment that ain't productive, that's not good for you. All because you scared of the unknown. But change is inevitable. We gotta change. Every living thing is change and expansion. That's everything want to expand. You blow smoke out, you don't expand. The grass expand and the tree, everything's. But I know I'm a little bit everywhere, but the main theme is we just need to not worry, set our intentions, and just know we gonna be all right. Believe that. Have faith, man. Like, ain't nothing wrong with faithfulness in the right thing. What's wrong? Like they say, we be having faith. If we not having faith in positive things, by default, we having faith in negative things, and we always manifesting. All the negative situations, the things we don't like, we did that by our thinking, by identifying with thinking. We never really got a chance to develop our own thinking and who we are. Since we was kids, man, we've been getting programmed by our parents, by our grandparents, by our peers, by the media. But we never really got to be away from that and what would happen if you took a group of kids and just nurtured them physically, didn't even talk to them, let them mimic them when they made sounds, whatever, just let them be, didn't teach them no school, no reading and writing. It just crushed my mind. See, you got a lot of people that's always pessimists and cynics, and hey, that's cruel and inhuman. How? Says who? You're thinking. I believe we greater than language. I believe we at one point we could communicate at some point and still tell if we can't. This is faculties we have not being used. This atrophy. Like if we work out and use our muscles, if we don't work out and use our muscles, they just wither. Yeah. But what would happen if those kids just grew up in a environment like they nurtured, like they like to touch all the senses, all that, we fed them all that. We just let them play amongst themselves and communicate, making noise amongst themselves, speaking, come up their own language. What would happen? What would happen if we didn't kill their imagination? Even though we wouldn't know because we in this situation they not talking, but just say like how mommy, I'm gonna fly, like all this wild stuff. Boy, be quiet. You can't do that. You ain't killing the God in them, killing the Creator, man. It's no limit on what we could do. But they stifle and kill and stomp out our imagination. One of our greatest faculties when we young and pure. When we don't know the confines and constricts of being told no, or we don't know none of that. We got taught we got taught limits. We got taught the impossibilities and all that stuff. Look around you. Everything your eyes can land on at some point was impossible in somebody's mind, except for like this nature. This already been here, but like all these vehicles, all this stuff, gym shoes. Like at some point we didn't have this, and in the collective's conscious, it wasn't possible. But anything your imagination could conceive is really possible, and that's not no cliche. That ain't nothing. That's real. That's our creator. That's our God-like creator faculty, imagination, coupled with feelings and emotions. Left hemisphere, right hemisphere, all that divine feminine masculine, all duality, yin yang, all that come together to create. Men and women come together to create and manifest things and bring things into existence that wasn't here before. Not in this realm, maybe in the spiritual or the other, whatever you want to call it. We don't need to get caught up on words, plays, and all that. I got a lot to talk about for real. I need to get it organized. I need to sit down so I don't be everywhere, because I go down a rabbit hole. I go down. But I can still get back to the main street when need be, though. But yeah, I didn't even introduce myself or none of that. My name's Jason. They call me a lot of things. My government name is Jason. Haven't came up with a name for this channel yet. I got a lot of ideas. But get used to seeing me though. Probably see me in comments on other people's stuff. I watch a lot of y'all. I learn a lot from y'all. I love you too. I learn a lot from that. It's a platform. That's what you make it. And the things that the algorithm, the things that I watch now, that it's benefiting me. It's send me all things. I don't get like destructive. I don't, you feel me? Like I clown a little bit. For the most part, I love learning. So like even me learning is entertainment, certain things. So, but yeah, though, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to learn. And appreciate y'all for stopping here. Take care. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. And remember, no worries. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what. And I'm talking to I always talk to myself saying these things. No worries. No worries. Because worrying isn't going to solve the problem or the issue. The issue's still going to be there. You're just going to be stressed out holding that energy. If you hold it too long, it manifests as a disease or all type of stuff. Illness, all like. So it ain't even no point. Let it flow through you. Let it go. Let it go. All right.